It's 9 minutes past 11 now. Now, on the day of its national event titled Young People Speak Out Influencing Change, YAP Ireland will host an event where young people and families from across the country will present a range of projects on the theme of influencing change or changing services for the better. At this event, you'll have the opportunity to participate in discussions with young people about the positive influences on changing services for the better. The event, which will be taking place in the Croke Park Conference Centre, will be addressed by Fred McBride, who's Chief Executive of the Child and Family Agency, and also Siobhan Dwyer, who is the CEO of YAP Ireland. YAP, by the way, stands for Youth Advocate Programme. And Joan King of YAP joins me on the line now. Joan, good morning to you.
Good morning, hi there.
Thanks very much indeed for taking our call this morning.
No problem.
So first, tell us a little bit about this event that's taking place in Croke Park.
Yeah, well, just as you've said there, the theme of it is young people speak out, influencing change. So really in line with like a national policy, we want to really listen to what young people have to say about services, how they engage in services, and how they can influence change. And in YAP, we want to ensure that we deliver the right types of services to young people and their families, and that we can see better outcomes for young people in all our societies. So we're a nationwide organisation, and people from all over the country will come. And as you said, we'll present the projects they've been working on over the past year. We do have other speakers from other agencies. Mm-hmm. We have a young person coming from the Castleblaney Wellbeing Centre, and she will talk about the work she has done to influence Tusla in the Cavan Monaghan region. And we have people from Youth Justice. We have other young people coming from the area of mental health. So it's really, really, quite an exciting event for us, with everyone gathering together. There's going to be lots of people there, and we hope that we'll get a lot of media attention as well.
Yeah. Is this an annual event, or is this kind of the first time this has taken place?
Well, actually, it's going to be an annual event. We used to have it every second year, but we're going to have it as an annual event, yes.
Yeah.
We had it last year, and again, we're up there this year.
Okay, and so the plan from here on out then is to make it an annual event?
Yeah, that's it, an annual event. Yeah, it takes a lot of work, but we're willing to put it in. It's worth it in the end, to hear the young people and hear what they have to say. And look, it's the only way to go. You have to, everyone can sit in their offices and decide what young people want. We've all done that. But really we need to hear directly from young people how they see how services need to be run. And we've listened. I mean, in YAP, we've had young people, and they sit on our recruitment panels here. Mm-hmm. We've had made changes like that. So they have an input of what, the people who come to work in our organisation, what kind of people we need to recruit, which has been really successful. I'm really proud of that and happy of that in our organisation.
Yeah.
We also kind of have, which like in terms of education, it's funny we're talking on a day with the Leaving Cert results.
Yeah.
But, we have outcomes that show over 70% improvement in attendance, performance, coping skills, like for young people in education. And I was listening on the radio this morning about the numbers declining with the LCA, which is more a skill-based kind of Leaving Cert. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of thing we want to get our young people involved in and back into. You need these numbers increasing, and we need to develop and tailor services that meet the needs of all young people. We can't all be academic and end up with, 400 odd points in a Leaving Cert. So
yeah. So you are. I mean, YAP is working with young people nationwide then.
Yes.
And this is and what kind of age group of children are you working with? Is it secondary school kind of, or do you go?
It is secondary school. We work with young people from 12 to 18 years of age. We can, we're flexible. We pride ourselves in being very flexible. So we have someone who's 19, whatever. We often work with people over or under those age brackets.
Yeah.
I suppose generally the cohort is probably 14 to 16, the main bulk of young people we work with, yes.
And is there a large number of young people availing of the services nationwide then?
Well, we've worked with, 500 or over 500 young people and families across the country last year. And our numbers increased throughout the years.
So this is quite, this event in Croke Park then is it's quite a big get together then when you all come together.
It is a big get together. It's pretty lively and very can be a little bit loud and noisy. It's very young people friendly, and really, we have very we've strict rules about, like, it's 3 to 5 minute presentations for people, and we've lots of kind of colourful exhibitions and colourful presentations. We have video clips from young people. We have music, posters, all kinds of activities that really kind of add a little spice to it. It's not your regular conference that you go to.
And these are projects then that they work on in their groups in their hometowns, is it?
Yeah, they do, in their local areas. That's it, exactly. In their local areas, they gather together, and young people who step forward and say, well, I want to be a part of this. They come along. Yeah. Everyone is welcome, and they work on a project, and they think up their own theme.
Yeah.
And they would present, the particular theme that they want to talk about. I haven't seen all the projects yet. Some people keep them closely under wraps.
Closely guarded until the day, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, all the fine work that's gone into it. But really, really well as well, like, it's about the process as well, how these young people gather together and work together, and how they're encouraged and building their confidence and seeing that they actually do count, and these are the people that we value most, and we need to kind of hear their voice, and even like in our outcomes for young people in their own, again, like over 80% show improvement in their own emotional well-being, and even just part of that being part of a group. And because really the purpose of YAP is connecting young people back into their communities. At times, like, people just feel so disconnected and removed from the community, and getting involved in antisocial behaviour, or just even withdrawing from school education, and withdrawing from social activities. And really we like to encourage young people, hear their voice, and let them drive the programme and say, well, what it is they need to build the confidence to connect into their community.
Yeah, because I mean, it sounds like you kind of you really work to nurture the young person's talent, because I mean, you say these projects range from, they can be music based or computer based or what. So it's kind of tailor made. You're not kind of handed. You're not told to perform a song, or you're not told to write. It's kind of what you want to do, and it's kind of where your talents lie.
Yeah, and we talk about young people in our programme. We talk about they have an individual service plan. So each young person is an individual, a unique individual who comes on our programme, and we work together to see what it is that their needs are, and what it is that they, want to happen in their life to improve things for them, because, these young people are at a point in the life where they, have particular struggles.
And what date does this event take place?
Well, it's happening tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow it's happening,
Croke Park, which is the 18th of, what month are we in?
August. Yes, the 18th tomorrow it is.
And we'll gather in Croke Park. 11 o'clock is our kick-off time.
Okay.
So we often have it in the autumn time, but really we've just changed it around this year. We have it in summertime, just more availability of young people.
Yeah, I suppose, because you might see a bit of an influx in numbers then with that. Would you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, actually, this is proven to be our biggest event, so I think you're spot on there with the numbers. Yeah. Yeah,
and also just before we let you go. With the Leaving Cert taking place today, I was just going to say, would this be quite a busy day for you, for YAP?
It is indeed, results? Yeah. We're very proud of our young people who have sat the Leaving Cert, and we're all listening. We don't want to push them too hard to say, like, well, tell us. But we're behind all our young people and want to support them in whatever way they have done. I think it's a big achievement just to sit the Leaving Cert. I remember myself, it was nerve-wracking. And that there's an opportunity for everyone out there, and
that's it, and I think it's kind of also important to let people know, or to let the people that are in your services know that even if they didn't, it must be fantastic when you see somebody get the result they wanted. But at the same time,
absolutely, it's a fantastic achievement, and we actually we never see things as failures or anything like that. We don't even speak in that language here. We look at, we pride ourselves on being strengths-based. So if someone is disappointed in an area, that's a feeling of disappointment. That's we can cope with that. But in moving forward in terms of what has actually happened, the reality of points or scores or whatever, there's always a way around stuff. And believing in young people and supporting them is what we do well, you know.
Because it's always important to tell, say, young people that are, if they feel a bit disheartened or a bit kind of depressed by the results, it's important to let them know that, look, so you didn't get what you want, but it isn't the end of the world.
Absolutely not.
You can go back and resit if you want. You can also go off and do other things. There's plenty of other options out there.
Absolutely.
I think it's important to say the Leaving Cert isn't for some people do better than others, and then the people that don't do well in the Leaving Cert still can go off and have find a career for them and do absolutely fine.
We have numerous examples. We have numerous examples of famous people, but we all know people in our families who have done that. Our parents, everyone, everyone can cite examples of what didn't do well. Time after time, we have young people who talk about the struggles and how difficult it is to get through the education system. And, adults will step up and say, oh, listen, wait till I tell you my story. We all have a story. There's life after the Leaving Cert.
There is.
Absolutely. There's a full life after the Leaving Cert, and it's great.
Yep, it is, absolutely. Listen, Joan, we wish you the very, very best of luck with the event tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
And thanks very much indeed for taking our call.